So for these processes, you are talking of small batch sizes of production or just-in-time production. And you have to use low-cost automation. Low-cost automation will help you a lot in being very productive. Next slide. So, the pillars, all the methods and concepts in lean manufacturing we have about three major pillars. Say, the first pillar is just in time, the second pillar is teamwork, and the third pillar is automation. Now, just in time means that you produce in small lot sizes so that you don't have a big inventory which is occupied space in your production site. Also, you use the full system of production. And also in your production system, let it be flexible. Let it be flexible. Such that if today you are producing mango juice, very quickly you can switch to orange juice, very quickly you can change to. So that flexibility is very, very important in manufacturing. I mentioned about Kaizen. Kaizen is about continuous improvement, and also we will be seeing how you can eliminate wasteful practices using the Kaizen philosophy. Now, Jidoka is the third pillar. Now, that one is about introduction of low-cost automation and making sure that in your production system, whenever there is a defect, you can quickly stop the process. You can quickly stop the process. That's all about Jidoka. And you need to have standardized work, as we are going to see the benefits of that later. Try also to have your employees or your workers have more skills than one. So because if a worker is multi-skilled, he will understand your business very well. Also, you have to practice safety in your workplace, and also you produce safe products. Yeah, safety goes it extends beyond your production side. You have to produce products which are safe to the consumer. Then you also have to display work visuals, that is posters, levels in your workplace, because that is going to aid in quick sharing information. Now, the bedrock of lean manufacturing is something we call 5S. So I'm going to look at that briefly. Because implementing 5S is going to improve your company culture, and you are going to end up having satisfied employees. Next slide. So what is Kaizen and what is 5S? Kaizen is a Japanese word that means continuous improvement. Next slide. So Kaizen aims at improving the quality of products, processes, and all activities in the business. It also focuses on eliminating non-value adding activities. It also attempts to alter processes so that it can improve on the efficiency. On the other hand, 5S is a system for organizing workplaces. The word there is organizing workplaces so that they are more efficient, productive, safe, and comfortable. Next slide. So what are the implementation steps for 5S? We are talking about your workplace, all right? Your office, your production plant, you know. So the 5S implementation, you need to go 5 steps. The first step is sort, second step is set in order, the last step is shine, fourth step is standardize, and then sustain. Now these 5S, they are also up there, you know, Japanese words, which also start with S. So, what we're doing by sort, look at your workplace, remove things that you don't need in that workplace, so that you can have more space for other things. The things that you don't need, just throw them away. Then the ones that you need, arrange them properly. Set them in order, arrange them properly and label them, so that somebody else who even is new to the company can easily understand. Then the last S is you clean. Make sure that the items that you made, the equipment that you made are clean, the workplace is clean. The beauty of that is so that you are able to notice abnormalities early. So if the equipment is leaking oil, you are going to be able to clearly see it when it is clean. If your tools are run out of calibration, it is very easy for you to see when they are clean. So it's very, very important to do that. Then the fourth S is standardized. Standardized means just, make sure that the first three S are done on a daily basis. Because if they're done on a daily basis, you are going to have a state of cleanliness. You are going to have a state of cleanliness in your organization, in your family. Then the fifth S is about discipline. That is now having a culture in your organization of following rules and regulations. So that is very, very important to follow rules and regulations as we see later. Next slide. So, now having seen the foundation of lean manufacturing, now let's look at the implementation steps. First step for implementing the 5S, lean manufacturing, is to participate in the 5S and training. That's very, very important because it's the foundation for this. Because you are going to gain knowledge and skills in 5S, and also you are going to learn the importance of safety and the importance of top management involvement or top management commitment. Also, we are going to learn the importance of clear work procedures. So I've noted there that we can offer this training, that is a training on private organization. Now, the second step in lean manufacturing is to eliminate wasteful practices. Now, there are certain wasteful practices that have been identified in any production system. In Japanese, they call them the 7 muda. Now, the first wasteful practice is that one of a production. Of a production. That is, you are producing more sooner or faster than the customer requires. Because that is going to lead to the second one, which is inventory. When you produce more, you keep a huge inventory that is not necessary. And we know in SMEs or in any company, whatever it is, space is expensive. So don't keep things that you don't need. Occupy space that you are paying for. Then the other wasteful practice is the waste of waiting. Waste of waiting. You have got employees down the production floor. They have come today and they go home in the evening, not having done something or done anything, simply because the upstream operations or the upstream activities have not been completed. So it leads to idleness. So make sure that the process is efficient by everybody doing their part or in time, so there is no idleness in your organization. Then the other one is the waste of correction, that is the work, doing things and repeating them again. Then we have got the sixth waste, which is of theirs, that is moving raw materials long distances. And the second one is that of processing, that is doing an unnecessary process or of processing. You don't need to over-process. Just do what the customer is paying for. Next slide. Now, standardization, that's the next step. You need to set standards. You need to put those standards that you have set in the form of standard operating procedures or standard operation manuals and make them available in workstation so that workers can follow. And also make sure that the workers really follow them. Next step, and next slide. So what are the benefits of standardized work? One, it ensures best practices are followed. Two, ensures consistent product quality. And three, it improves product cycle time. When you improve product cycle time, then you can talk of having increased production. Next slide. The fourth step is you display visuals in your place. Okay, showing productivity, showing safety, fosters, and the rest. Next slide. Work on towards a full system of production. That is, try as much as possible to work on orders from the customer. Do not do huge company projections. Do not do huge projections because you may end up with an inventory, a big inventory. Try as much as possible to work on customer order if it is possible. So, because full system is a just-in-time system, but I'm saying there it is best where the supply chain and machine reliability are efficient. Next slide. So this is the way you categorize. If your products are in demand, make them stock. In a huge demand, make them stock. That is category A. Then the others you can make them to order. Next slide. Then next step is to identify and install low-cost automation system. Like for example, if you are doing application work and you have to print so many things, you can use a gig. So a gig will make production faster and it's also going to ensure consistent quality. Next slide. Conveying. When you're conveying stuff from one place to another, you need a conveyor. Conveyor belt is very expensive. An electric conveyor belt is very expensive. Now there is this system of conveying called Cartori. It's something from Japan. It costs about tens of thousands, whereas a normal, electric conveyor costs hundreds of thousands to millions. And you are going to pay for electricity for this electric conveyor belt. They don't use gravity. You're not going to have any power. Next slide. Then after you have all done all that, use Kaizen to optimize. So you look at the work that you've done, this kind of work. Are there any problems? If there are problems, develop countermeasures. Okay? Then after that, determine the root cause of that problem. Determine the root cause of the problem. Then have solutions, test hypothesis, and then implement the solution. And that is done on a continuous basis, on a continuous basis, so that you are able to maximize or to optimize your production and therefore maximize your productivity. Next slide. Now, so in summary, to successfully implement lean manufacturing, one, we are saying you want to participate in training. Two, always visit and observe operations on the production floor, because that's the only way you are going to identify good bottlenecks in the production line. Then focus on those bottlenecks. Now, then the other one is encourage multi-skilling. I've talked about this. Next slide. So, what are the benefits of implementing lean manufacturing? To the SMEs, you are going to improve workplace, you are going to increase your profits in the process, you are going to have a reduced inventory of non-debt stock, you are going to reduce accidents in the workplace because you are going to use standardized work. You are going to improve employee satisfaction, of course, when you improve the environment. Then you are going to have lower costs and therefore your competitiveness will increase as I said. Now for the consumer, reduce cost of production, definitely you can end up having a reduced selling price and therefore increase profitability by the consumer. Then the consumer is also going to enjoy improved product quality and also improve delivery time. Next slide. Okay, those references. Next slide. Thank you very much.